Be Bold with a very special guest today. She calls herself Bold OG. So Ena Kapetanovic is one of our first Bold cohort members. She's also a Bold mentor, and she's a founder of WeMap. So Ena, hello and welcome. And if you'd like to introduce yourself for the audience, please go ahead.
Thank you, Anya. It's been a while since we talked, but I'm happy we got this opportunity to catch up and to just speak a little bit more about the Bold program and my own startup and what I have been doing for the past 3 years since I became a member of Bold. My name is Ena Kapetanovic. I am a product manager, a startup founder, a person with disability, a woman, probably a myriad of other words, but let's just sum it up with those four.
I will add a tour de force. Once you meet Ena, your life lights up, that's for sure. So Ena, as you said, you're a product manager for a very cool company called Ministry of Programming at the moment. And I wanted to ask you, as a product manager and a founder, how does these two roles interplay? How do they influence each other? And how do you balance the time between those two roles?
Oh, wow. Yeah, so basically being a product manager in venture studio, which Minister of Programming actually is, involves wearing multiple hats and juggling various responsibilities throughout the entire product development cycle. So the role primarily revolves around understanding market needs, conceptualizing ideas, defining functionalities and features, creating prototypes and managing the entire development process. So being a product manager is actually not that different from being a founder. I would even be so bold, pun intended, to say they are the same. So summing up, let's say my job in 5 points, my daily work entails market understanding, user-centric approach, cross-functional collaboration with my colleagues, risk management, focus on the MVP, and iterative development, which is basically the art of just pivoting and adapting strategies based on real data and user response. So that agility that I learned is really crucial for startups, especially in the early stages. And all that knowledge is actually allowing me to quickly adjust my business model and products in response to market events. So in this world of venture studios, the emphasis is often on developing the MVP and to test those ideas and hypotheses. Essentially, a PM does everything that a founder would do.
So let's go back to you being a founder, to WeMap. And although I have been a big fan of your app and following its development and process, I would really like you to share to the audience what WeMap is and explain this unique situation that you currently have, that you have a solution to a very huge problem, but you're trying to implement it currently in a market such as Western Balkans. So can you tell us more about how do you navigate having this specific solution, and how do you actually get people to hear about it, to care about it, to want to actually invest in it, for instance?
Yeah, so let's start with just explaining a little bit more about what WeMap is. So WeMap is the end-to-end accessibility platform that harnesses both the power of the local community and the power of artificial intelligence to enable the people with disabilities to move around by providing them with a navigation that is based on their physical ability. So it helps people with various types of disabilities commute safely and independently anywhere by mapping street obstacles, detecting accessibility levels, and providing the customized and most optimal routes, taking into account their mobility type. So by using WeMap, they can plan their trips ahead of time, get real-time notifications about obstacles, and at the same time reduce stress and time spent on just searching the basic accessibility info. So WeMap is basically accessibility at fingertips everywhere and for everyone. Amazing. And then, yeah, in terms of, what was the second question?
The second question is, now that you've explained what WeMap is, and as listeners can hear, it's a very specific solution. How do you actually implement or get people interested in a solution so specific, and you're trying to implement it within the Western Balkans, although you might have a wider target audience as well. But how do you navigate that?
Yeah, so basically, Bosnian market comes with its own set of challenges, but it's also a perfect testing ground for the WEMAP to validate its hypothesis, being that the Bosnia has over 30,000 people with disabilities in a single city with a post-war infrastructure. So while having all and navigating all these challenges, it's also a perfect ground for me to actually test whether the WEMAP is a viable solution for the specific target market.
I also wanted to ask you, you really led us into a nice topic where when you and I spoken previously, you said a beautiful sentence, which was, you know, Anya, Sarajevo is one of the most friendliest people, like friendliest places on earth, but least accessible places on earth, making it kind of unfriendly, which I agree with you. And I wanted to ask you, when you build a platform like this, what is probably the worst piece of advice you received, or a comment or a statement that was kind of dissuading you from your business? And obviously, a lot of no's are involved when you develop a startup. How do you navigate that? How do you let go of the, let's say, the no's and still continue on your entrepreneurial journey?
Um, oh wow, tough question. I don't think I have ever encountered kind of like a specific piece of advice that I would consider the worst, but I did have and I do have challenges, and I have faced and encountered skeptics. So one significant obstacle was just overcoming a lack of support. So some people doubted my business or didn't understand the vision, solely because of the fact that they are not familiar with the disability community, which, you know, can be disheartening, especially when you're really passionate about your own venture. And I do firmly believe in my business idea and potential to solve a genuine problem while fulfilling a need in the market. And, you know, entrepreneurship by itself is just a journey filled with ups and downs, and being resilient in the face of those skeptics and skepticism and setbacks, and being adaptable to changing circumstances is the key. So I just view these people and doubts and challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, and using them to refine my strategies and approach.
That's great to hear. And you know, actually learning to navigate those no's, you need a strong support system behind you, somebody to keep pushing you. And I was really curious, since you've worked with so many different people across the years, who would make your A-list team to build a venture? Who do you need in your team to make this successful venture exist? It can be hypothetical, it can be related to WEMAP, however you wish to interpret that.
Yeah, so basically, I do am experiencing challenges literally in this regard. So my A-list team would probably entail well, not probably, but would surely entail an experienced technical co-founder with a really expert knowledge in either navigational systems, 3D or Unity modeling, or routing algorithms. I know these words don't mean that much to you, but people with technical background will surely understand. And then I would add to that mix a advisor in geographical informational systems. So having that specific industry expert or advisor brings a valuable domain knowledge. So their insights, connections, and experience can provide really a strategic guidance for me and help not just me, but the rest of the team make informed decisions. And of course, the necessary addition would be a creative and talented UX UI designer, business developer, and finance specialist. And I believe that bringing this together, this diverse and really skilled team, I would gain a well-rounded perspective and comprehensive skill set, and also the ability to navigate various challenges effectively.
So tell me more about the fact you're currently based in Sarajevo. You've traveled a lot, you worked everywhere, but you're based in Sarajevo. What would you advise young people that are about to start their businesses, what is the benefit of actually staying within your local ecosystem?
Yeah, so I think the entrepreneurs who are deeply familiar with their local markets, such as me, we really understand the nuances of customer preferences, all these cultural factors, legal systems, regulatory environments, and this deep understanding can really be a significant advantage when we're tailoring products or services or platforms to actually meet those local demands effectively.
So Ena, is there a tip or an advice that you wish you received at the beginning of your entrepreneurial journey?
Don't do it. would it be don't do it? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I've received a lot of advice along the way, and I think just being at a certain stage right now, and the advice that really comes into mind is be the dumbest person in the room. So surround yourself, which basically translates to surround yourself with people who are way smarter than you, have way more experience than you, and just build a strong team. So that translates into that. I really believe that because I've been doing this on my own for the past 2.5 years, and I'm really at the point of time where I do need that support system. I do need to surround myself with a diverse and skilled team. And entrepreneurship is rarely a solo journey, even though I did pride myself into the fact that I'm a woman, I'm a solopreneur, but just having that team with complementary skills and shared vision and strong work ethic, and somebody who is going to challenge me every step of the way can significantly enhance my ability to just overcome these hurdles and achieve my goals and make WeMap a reality at the end of the day.
So basically, be the dumbest person in the room and surround yourself with fellow dummies, or as your other bold fellow, Mirella, said also on this kind of line, is like, just you need the people that will uplift you on your journey ahead. So I like that you both shared the same line of advice. So Ena, we don't have enough time anymore for today, but thank you so much for your dedication to the project, for deciding to talk to us today. And I think everybody will agree with me that they can't wait to see WeMap become a reality and an app just a phone away. So thank you so much for today.
Thank you, Anya, for the opportunity to speak with you. And I look forward to seeing you soon, I guess.
Yes, I would love that. See you in Sarajevo.